What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to go over inducement. So I'm going to get straight into it. Inducement is very simply put trapping buyers and or sellers. Now I use it in my personal trading. It changed the game for me. I hope it changes the game for you. This concept of inducement generally solves the issue question asked of why does price take my stop loss and then move in the other direction. Well, all is about to be explained. This is a concept that if you backtest you'll find great results with it. This is my confirmation for my entries. I will not enter if I haven't seen any kind of inducement, and it does stem back to that saying of if you can't see the liquidity, you are liquidity. Okay, and you will see what I mean as we get into the video. So we got our simple structure here. Okay, we got lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now in the first instance of this price action, this is our break of structure after our tap of the POI. Now let me tell you, after many years of trading and backtesting and a lot of hours on these charts, that the first tap of a point of interest, not all the time, don't get me wrong, but very often is an inducement tap. By that I mean the first tap is rarely the actual move. Okay, now you can see here we get a break of structure, we get a return of price action. It doesn't quite tap the block. Okay, some people might enter anyway, no problem, that's up to them. We, the more informed traders, know that's not quite ready for us yet. So what happens here? We get our push up, our breaks of structure. Let's just mark those on. So boom and boom. Okay, so multiple levels have broken. That's good. Okay, so it is telling us, okay, maybe price is looking to change direction. However, what have we done here? Anybody entering here at this point, let me just mark it up for you. So anybody entering here on this point is more than likely going to have their stop loss in this zone that I've just drawn out. Okay, let's just mark it up as buyer stops. So we have a little pool of liquidity, buyer stops. We're going to call these early buyers actually, okay guys. We're always looking for them early buyers and sellers. So the early buyers or stops are going to be here. Now the same thing goes with this move here. The people that haven't entered may be thinking, well, that's okay, we've got a build up of liquidity which we're going to draw out. Okay, and then we've got our entry zone. Lovely. Okay, not quite. That is our first run of liquidity on this inducement. Now, because we know where we want to go, we've already picked our higher probability POI. We want price to be going this way. Okay, so whatever happens, that's our direction. That's where we want to go. Alright, we want to trade up, we want longs. So the move back down takes the stops of these early buyers, but that is one of two things. We also have this here. Okay, we have a supply zone that is potentially now drawing in sellers. Okay, people are thinking let's sell from there. We've had this breaker structure now on this side. Okay, so people are definitely thinking, okay, time to sell. So we get exactly the same thing here. We've got a valid looking SMC entry. Okay, we've had a run of liquidity, a breaker structure, a valid entry, and it is a valid entry. If you were looking to go short, it is a valid entry, but we, again, the informed traders, know we're looking for longs, so we're looking for something that's going to tell us price is going to continue long. Now, exactly the same thing as below. We are getting, if I can make it work, the same thing up here. Now we got early seller stops at the top. So we have trapped the buyers. Okay, we've got the early buyers, we've got their stops, we get a run on their stops. Now we've trapped the early sellers. So what are we looking for next? Exactly the same thing. Let's just draw out our liquidity lines here. Okay, so we get that liquidity taken, and we get this liquidity taken. The early sellers are taken out. Now, us with the master plan, the more informed traders, we can now look for an entry. We've done the video on how to draw your entries, how to draw your order blocks, your point of interests, so this bit is a little bit subjective to your style. I'm going to take this here. Okay, that would be my entry. That's what I would choose to enter from. Okay, let's just mark these up a different colour because they are not what we would enter from. Okay. Nice, right, okay, and then you can see what happens. Price comes back down. We get 1, 2 taps into the entry zone here. We actually get the same thing again if you look. You know, you get a reaction from the block, creating some early buyers again. We get another run. It doesn't matter because our stop would be below this anyway. But just in case there's some very, very tight stops out there, they're going to get taken out again. Okay, so stop just below. Let's call it 6 pips. We're in, no problem at all. And, well, the world's your oyster on that one. Let's go to a higher time frame and see what that would achieve. Okay, so we're looking at 1 to 6.5 there. I don't know how much further it goes, but that's more than enough for anybody. Obviously, if you want to hold trades for longer than that, you can. As you guys might know by now, I generally target a 1 to 2, so for me, I'm pretty much done on that break of structure there, which is ideal. If you can be in and out before the structure level's broken, ideal. So let's have a quick recap because it's quite a lot of information to take in. So in this example, we're looking for longs. This is our point of interest that we're looking to long from. We get our first tap, which does move away and break structure. Okay, which then brings in our early buyers, and we have the early buyer stop losses below. This little block here then gets respected, and we've probably got some sellers looking to enter the market here, so they enter. It breaks that structure, okay, takes out the early buyers. We've now got a pool of liquidity of early sellers and a valid entry for them here. No, we blast through them as well. So early buyers trapped, early sellers trapped, both sides of the liquidity run, a return to our entry zone, and boom, off it goes. Guys, backtest it, enjoy it. I hope this really changes your trading for the good. If you have any questions, you know where you can reach me. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, guys.